What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the F&G Academy. Buck here, former Green Beret, here to help you guys get selected. What's up, guys? In this video, we are going to talk about getting recycled. You got recycled, which means you were in one phase. You failed that phase, but instead of kicking you out of the Q course, they just sent you back to a different class to redo that phase. I got a message from one of you guys that got recycled recently, and it made me think of a bunch of different things about getting recycled. Yes, it's terrible, but there are some upsides, and we will talk about that. First, make sure you guys go to the website, thefngacademy.com, and sign up your emails if you want to enter to win the my signed cap, which is the flag has my deployment top sewn into it. So it's cut from my deployment top from Eagles and Angels. Super cool hats. These are sold out. You can't get these anymore. And the one that was for me, I'm going to sign and give away. So to enter to win, go sign up your email. It's also, you're going to get a signed copy of my book. So go over to the website real quick, throw your email in there, and the winner will be announced by October 24th, I believe is the date. But you'll know through email. As long as your email is signed up, you're good to go. Winner will receive an email letting them know that they won. And that'll be awesome for you guys because you can't get that hat anymore, and there aren't many signed copies of the books because I don't do a lot of signed copies yet. At some point, I'll get around to it, but I've been too busy. So go check out the store. Also, I want to show you guys something real quick. So this is my deployments notebook. I was doing CrossFit at the time. This was what I used for Afghanistan, prepping for selection. This has all my workouts in it, my two-a-days, everything that I was doing pre-selection. This thing, pretty cool. I'm going to go through and kind of see what workouts I was doing, what I liked, what I didn't like, my times, and all that stuff. But there's something about this notebook that was very important to me that we want to start sharing with you guys. So if you'll notice, on the second page, I have a tab cut out. It's a Special Forces tab that I printed off the internet and I cut out and I put inside my book, and it says cast and then it has the tab. So this was a daily reminder to me that I was leaving SFAS or the Q course in one of two ways. I was either gonna, get my Special Forces tab, or they're gonna carry me out on a stretcher, to get a cast. I was gonna break something before I was going to leave that place. So this got rid of any idea of quitting as even being an option. This was super motivational for me. And we wanted to pass that motivation along to you guys. So we are doing a whole run of shirts and hats called Caster Tab. So stay tuned on the website, the F&G Academy, and pick one of your shirts up to stay motivated. It's going to be called Caster Tab. And Kurt is going to be doing a whole bunch of runs of Caster Tab shirts and hats to keep you guys in the right mindset. So that's coming soon. All right. Oh, and the dope shirt I'm wearing is the Few Will Hunt. It's a really cool company if you guys haven't seen them. But so let's talk about recycle. And sorry about the construction if you could hear that. Once you start a YouTube channel, construction happens around you all the time. It's inevitable. It doesn't matter if you have a 20-year-old neighborhood. You start a YouTube channel, I guarantee you your neighbor will decide to add a new deck or put a pool in or something just because you started a YouTube channel. It's the curse of the YouTubers. So bear with me on the construction outside. They found out that I have a YouTube channel. So let's talk about getting recycled, guys. That is a huge, devastating blow. I was almost there myself. I didn't get recycled myself, but I had experience with recycle because we got recycles into our class. So like everything I teach you guys, everything is about perspective and having the right perspective and seeing the silver lining. So there's two things about getting recycled. One, it's going to suck really bad, and that's just how it is because you're going to go from your class, your friends, your people that you're on track with, and they're going to move along without you. Now you're going to get put into a class behind you, and they're already friends with each other. They know each other, and you're going to have to make new friends and build a new community, which is going to be a total pain in the ass. But there's also some benefit to that. Just my story in the Bravo course, I was so nervous when I was putting the weapons back together, like the Benelli shotgun. I shot a spring across the room. I had the 240 all put back together, and I had plenty of time, and I was just sitting there, and my cadre looked at me and goes, "You done?" And I was like, "Roger, Sergeant," and just confident as could be, and he just laughed and walked away. I forgot to clip the fucking trigger and the grip and everything onto the 240. And if you know the 240, it's literally popping in the trigger and popping 2 pins. 2 seconds. It's the easiest thing you could possibly do. And I failed because I just left the grip and the trigger assembly sitting right next to the damn 240. And I was just like, nah, I'm done. I was so fucking nervous. I was just doing stupid things. So I was this close. I was one red check mark away from recycling. So I know how it feels. Well, I know how it feels to be close. I also have a story about that in when I almost recycled in the mortar phase. Tell you that one day. It's a pretty funny story. But so yes, it sucks, and it's a terrible thing, and I'm not sure how many recycles you're going to get before they kick you out of the course. But don't panic, because here's the deal with recycling, and here's the silver lining to it. Recycling, when you have gone through a certain phase of the course, let's say it's small unit tactics or MOS phase, and then you recycle and you go back to a different class. You got to remember that they haven't experienced any of it yet, and you have experienced some of it. So now you are a wealth of knowledge for those guys. So if you get recycled and you go back to their class, people are going to be relying on you to help them out. Like, hey, what was this like? What was that like? What'd you guys have to do? If you're prepping your equipment and you have to tie all your knots and tie all your things together in small unit tactics, you could be the person that's going around helping. There's 2 benefits to this. First of all, as we know and as we promote on this channel, helping other people is always the best way to help yourself, because then you move and grow together. But second, you're building that community faster. So now you're re-engaging, you're bonding with new people, you're getting new friends, and you will do that a lot quicker, which will save your butt in the long run when you need them to have your back. You're doing that faster because you're going around and you're showing them that you've put failing behind you. You've put recycling behind you. You're on them now. You're here to help them, and you guys are all going to pass together. Because you got to remember, they're just as afraid to recycle as you were, but you've done it. So now you have the opportunity to help them not recycle. So that is going to be huge on you. It's going to really show people your character, your motivation, your maturity to get past it and to help them not recycle so they don't have to go through what you went through. So I got hit up recently because somebody had recently recycled, and it's like, dude, I feel bad for you, but just know you are now an asset to the class that you go to because you have experience that they don't, up until the point where you catch up to where you are recycled, which could be an entire phase. You could have recycled at the end of SUT or at the end of MOS. I know it's all jumbled now, but it doesn't matter. So up until you're all caught up, you are an asset to everybody else. So don't forget that, and make sure that you're helping people out. That is going to, move you in a lot faster and help you guys out. So that is my 2 cents on recycling. Yes, it's terrifying, but guys, there's always a silver lining. There's always a positive side to it. Your mindset is going to dictate your success because just like we were talking about in failing, are you failing constantly? Are you failing forward? Are you in that process of fail, learn, repeat? Or are you the person that's failing and then you're beating yourself into the ground until you can't get up? And the only one that's standing above you is you, is a version of you, is your mind. And you just are destroying your ability to move forward because you're just so damn hard on yourself. your greatest enemy is already in your head. That's by far our greatest enemy throughout special forces. To get to special forces, what is this guy doing to us, and how do we control him? You control him through positivity, through knowledge, education, self-awareness, maturity, experience. Those things all make a strong mind, and a strong mind could conquer anything. So, all right, guys, I hope that helps. If you recycled, don't worry about it. Relax. You are now an asset to the class behind you. Focus on them and make it your personal goal to not let single one of them recycle as best as you can. If they're on your team, they're passing. And that will make you a huge asset. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. And stick around for the end of the video. I love this part. Abel put it together. It's so sick. And it really brings our crew together and explains what we're all about. Talk to you guys next time. Nothing has helped me more in my process of healing than helping other people. Doing the YouTube channel, figuring out ways to help people in the best and biggest way I can. What's up, guys? Buck back. What's up, guys? Welcome back to FNG Academy. So welcome back to FNG Academy. Welcome back to FNG Academy. Buck here from Green Beret. Here to help you guys get selected. There's a lot of stress that comes with trying to go this route. There's a lot of fear, there's a lot of anxiety. Yeah. So now how can we use content to let them laugh, let them see that we're normal ass people. If we can do it, they can do it. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to this painting with Buck Ross. Right? Here to help you guys? No, not today. Gear review. Oh yeah. Wait till you read the book. The book goes into things that were really difficult to talk about. It goes into my failures. It goes into my failures as a Green Beret. It goes into my failures as a man, as a husband. The things that we went through growing up, getting shot at as a kid, things like that. Like, it's deep. If you guys have wondered how I've managed to get from basically, a police officer, no one knows who I am, to where I'm at now, obviously, a huge part of that is I put together an amazing team. 2 Green Berets and an amazing videographer, all of whom I've known for years. They're my best friends. I've worked my ass off. I've spent probably about $5,000 in plane tickets over the last year. We started Wine and Rations with Andy Stump.
Guys, what's up? Welcome to this episode of Wine and Rations.
Recently, I was reached out to by a dude named Bedros Keuilian.
I reached out to this guy and I was like, hey man, could you be like a surrogate dad, older brother figure for this guy? And he said yes.
Before you guys step off to go to basic, to go to selection, to start your journey, I highly encourage you to do this one thing. And this is my last bit of advice to you before you guys leave and you can't watch the FNG Academy for a while and you have to keep, my voice ringing in your head. Help other people.